Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. First things first, hopefully everybody's having a blessed and productive hump day. Hopefully everybody is smoothly getting to their destinations. For those who kids are back in school, hopefully your kids is having a smooth day so far. Hopefully y'all are able to get through the school year. Appreciate everybody who tuned in last night for the conversation. And if you missed it, you could catch the replay. It definitely was a good talk and conversation. And it does bring some sort of silver lining at the end of the day. Um Again, we got too many people playing professional victim nowadays, and it's time for it to come to an end. Um you can't play a victim if you was over here being an aggressor. Again, that's like you running around slapping a bunch of people and thinking they ain't gonna slap you back. They will, or somebody will at some point. If it's not the people that you slap, somebody out of nowhere might just humble you. Again, don't play that role. Don't play that role and set yourself up for the kill for real. And I definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in yesterday morning for the conversation. And again, even that, it wasn't no directs. It wasn't no none of that. It was just me being me and telling it like it is. And that's the problem. People have a problem with you telling it like it is, but you're gonna always do that. Why? Because when you standing firm on something, you gotta voice your opinion. And again, I feel there's just some things you should be not out here trying to teach these kids. And confusing them is definitely one of them you shouldn't be doing, confusing and giving misinformation. Now this morning, I had a little incident in my building. Not me in per se, but incident took place in my building. Right now, my building is still kind of a crime scene. Apparently, young boy got stabbed by another young boy for wearing a scarf that he's always been wearing on his head since this boy moved in this building. The other boy that did it is like, it's crazy because, bro, you not even finished high school. What are you doing? You're not even going to school, and that's the sad part. Again, with situations like that, your parents are not getting in tune with your kids. Your kids is out here doing stuff that they ain't supposed to be doing. They doing adult things they ain't supposed to be doing, and you're not checking them. And the only reason why I'm upset about that situation is because, again, that boy don't bother nobody. So for you to stab him, like, what did he do besides wear something on his head that got you upset? And if that boy has never had no real interactions with you, why would you just accost him? Now, the boy got stabbed in the back of his neck. Don't know if it's critical or not. I'm trying to find out what I can find out right now. But it's crazy. Again, some of you parents better start getting in control of your kids. If your kids is out here in these streets wilding out, doing things they know they wouldn't normally be doing, you need to start finding out what's going on and correct it. Then again, when both parents ain't really trying to fucking take care of their kids, what you expect? And I can say that because, again, you're not showing any type of discipline to any of these kids. Your daughters is running around here being fast. Both of them look young as hell too. You got these kids out here running around like they grown-ups, and you ain't checking them. I don't care if it is summertime. You under the age of 18, you should be in the house by a certain time, period. Because there's nothing going on in these streets late night. The only thing you going to find is a bunch of drama, madness, and even find thirsty people out there that's looking to fulfill whatever they trying to fulfill. And you're going to end up being a victim because you're not paying attention to what's going on. And the parents ain't even trying to tell you or inform you of what's what, that's another problem again. This is where some of the downfalls will start happening with some of you parents. And when it's all said and done, who could you possibly blame? Again, you got to blame yourself. Why? Because you wasn't in control of the situation. Your kid didn't even have to do that. Your kid should have been focusing on trying to get himself together and correct for the school year. You know, and I think that's a sad thing right now. These kids are more focused in the streets than they are on trying to get an education. It's time to really start changing that balance. And see, when you parents are not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you need to be held accountable on all ends. Because again, that right there could have been avoided. And honestly, I think it's something wrong with the other boy too. But even still, it doesn't make no sense and it doesn't make a difference. Why would you even go that route to try to hurt somebody? And that person has never disrespected you or even had an issue with you. And this is the problem with some of you youngins right now. You'll cause problems on your own and then look for somebody to bail you out. At some point, you got to start taking accountability and responsibility for your actions. You out here, quote unquote, gang banging and doing what you're doing, trying to be an adult. You got to take the adult consequences that come with that. You want to prove that you down for the set or for the gang, and you ain't proving nothing. And when it's all said and done, when you lock, let's see if your gang really gonna be on point with you. Let's see if they really gonna look out for you. They not. You might have to small here and feel that will, but everybody else is gonna be living their life outside while you're inside. Make it make sense. You know, at some point, y'all got to stop dropping the ball, man. And I'm speaking to the parents that really need to hear this. I'm not speaking to the ones that's doing what they need to do. I'm talking about the parents that's not doing what they're supposed to be doing. If you don't get in control or in control of the situation, especially with your child, it's going to backfire. Not just on them, but it's going to backfire on you. Because the first thing they will say is, well, what's going on in the home that you're not paying attention to what's going on with your child? And it's sad. The only reason why I feel bad for him is because you the only boy in the family. So now your sister's probably going to watch you go to jail or see you being in jail for what? For something that you shouldn't have even did in the first place? And some of you parents need to break a cycle. Prime example, you know you got kids out here. You should want to, again, stay the hell out of jail and raise your kids, man. Stay out of jail. Because what are you showing them outside of just missing their life? Nothing. And again, I'm going to try to find out all I can find out. Probably be bringing that again tonight when I do this open panel. Because again, we got to get down to the bottom of why some of you parents are allowing your kids to fail and fail miserably in life. And the only reason why I think I feel upset mostly is because now, look, now if that boy don't get, now if that boy, God forbid, dies from his injuries, that's two lives lost again. That's one life lost because of him being himself, and another life lost because somebody wanted to be somebody they wasn't. You're not built for no damn jail. You can look at that boy and tell he ain't built for that. And again, if for you parents, you don't want your kids being locked up for life or being in that casket too early, get in control of what you're supposed to get in control of. Letty, what's going on, baby? Anne Marie, what's going on, baby? No doubt. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. Just gotta let that out there today. Again, some of y'all better get in control of your kids, man. I don't know. I hope that boy don't lose his life. Because again, that boy see me and be like, yo, what up, OG? And he hasn't bothered nobody since he moved in my building. He's only been in my building maybe a year or two. But I can tell there's something wrong with him too, because I think he got OCD and something else because sometimes we know the signs, you know. And my thing is, he don't bother nobody again. So for you to have to come to him and do something because of what he's wearing, there's something wrong with you as well too. But then again, you know it got to be something wrong with somebody when they are wearing a Sherlin jacket in the summertime. It's hot. You making everybody around you hot because of what you wearing. Telling you, this is another reason why I said get in control of your kids and basically teach them what they need to be taught. It's the problem right now. It's too many people that got too many indifferences and they got a problem. You can't have a problem with somebody if you don't fully know them. And you can't create or cause no problem because you feel you could do so. Now, just behind that, what if that boy parents, or prime example, what if that boy got a family that really ain't playing that, and they ready to come hunt you down? You ain't ready for that. Some of y'all need to be prepared on the actions that you taking out here, because again, if you turn around and that table turn on you, who gonna be holding the blame? Who gonna be holding that? Not just you, your family gonna be holding that. And again, you about to mess up a portion of your young life because you couldn't get in control of your feelings and your emotions over something. You worried about what somebody wearing. They wearing a bandana on their head. That don't mean they gang banging. There's too many people that wear scarves on their head. They ain't gang banging. They normal people. And if some of y'all still with that stupidness of a color and what somebody should and shouldn't be wearing, that's an issue right there. Because you don't have no rights to tell anybody what the hell they can and can't wear. You ain't buying their stuff. Only had that happen to me one time. Yo, take that flag off. And this is well back in the days when I was just wearing flags just to wear them. I didn't care about none of that gang shit. I was wearing what the hell I wanted to wear because it fit. You know, one time, oh, you gotta take that flag off. Who told you I had to take anything off? Did I come out your womb in your nutsack? Not doing none of the sort. You got a problem, you want to take it off. And ain't none of them want to step neither because they already knew what it was. I wasn't playing that. I wear what the hell I want to wear. I was just like my mom's and still like my mom's to this day. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what the hell I can and can't wear. You didn't buy it and you ain't purchase it. And you definitely ain't gonna tell me when I can't wear this. James, what's going on, my guy? I'm saying with some of you parents, get in control of the situations with your kids before it gets out of control. And when it's all said and done, you won't be the one burying your kids or coming to see your kids in jail for life. And when something does happen to your kid, this will go just like last night. Don't play and cry professional victim when you wasn't trying to get in control of the situation. Now it's crazy because again, now even if that boy don't suffer from his or die from his injuries, he probably gonna feel a type of way if he see this dude. You know, and this is what I'm saying. You gotta be mindful of what you doing to specific people because at some time it do come back to you. That person you did some sort of harm to might want to do harm to you. If not him or not her, it'd be somebody else that come out of nowhere and say, "Oh, this the one. I bet I got you." I be mindful of what you doing. And my thing is, if you ain't really out here gang banging and doing none of the sort, why do you care about what this person was wearing? Brandon, what's going on? Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. Top of the afternoon to everybody. Top of the morning to those on the west, and top of the evening to those in the UK. And yeah, happy Thursday to all the future babies. Sorry y'all to be sounding like this again this morning. It's just a little bit uptight and a little bit disturbed because again, some of you parents got all these kids, even if you with the child's father. And some of you refuse, and I mean honestly refuse, to pay attention to what the hell your kid's doing. Brandon, if you was in here last night, I could tell you right now, I do open panels. I do open panels when I drop the link. Sometimes I don't drop the link because I don't plan on being on but for so long either. If you want to appear or pop in for tonight, you're more than welcome. Matter of fact, Brandon, you should have been in here long enough. You know I do open panels. You go watch the replays. And not the last two, but go watch the previous replays. I have open panels. When people decide to hit the panel, they hit the panel. Especially if they got something to bring to the topic. You know? And again, this is a sad situation only because I don't know what the hell could transpire. Hopefully that boy don't lose or die from his injuries. And again, he shouldn't even have to worry about that. I'm coming out to enjoy my normal self, and I gotta worry about being accosted by somebody that I don't even fully know like that. And see, this the thing. People, Brandon, I'm gonna repeat myself again. Whenever the link is drop a pin, that's for anybody if they want to chime in on the situation. I just dropped the link yesterday morning. The day before that, I dropped the link. Sometimes I do morning panels, I do late night panels. If anytime you see a link that's pinned or dropped, you know what it is. Matter of fact, I'm repeating myself, bro. You was in here 3 nights ago when Hammer Nation popped in on the panel and somebody else popped in on the panel that night. I do open panels, bro. Not yet. When I do decide, don't worry, I'm gonna put it down. Right now, I gotta get something off my chest because I feel a type of way. And I do feel the type of way because again, I want to see the reactions of these parents. Because again, you got one parent, she probably already feeling upset and feeling disturbed about what's going on because her child just got attacked. And then you have another parent who probably feels the type of way because your child just called son and did son, and now you watching him getting carted off right now. That's why I'm saying, parents, start doing better. And I'm talking about the ones that need to hear it. Start doing better before it gets too late. That's just like if your kid is doing certain. First of all, again, watch what you're saying and doing around your kids. Because when it's all said and done, they're gonna follow exactly what you're doing and what you're saying. I bet I want to see if they was coming up this block. Y'all already know that outside love already. It is kind of hot today for those in the city. Yes, it is still kind of hot. Even though it ain't past the 80s, it's still hot enough. Humidity is up. If you're out and about in this heat, make sure you're keeping what you need by you. And again, it is messed up because you don't know what can transpire. And even if boy don't die from his injuries, or if he he gets recuperates from that injury, he gonna feel a type of way. And then imagine sometimes you do something to somebody on that level. That's a way to create a mortal enemy. So if that person survives an attack, they're gonna be ready and willing to do anything to protect themselves at all costs from now on. And that situation could get dire. Now, what happens if, the instance, the tables turn this time around, and now this dude decides he got the gun and he ready to shoot you because what you did to him? Get my drift? This is almost like an eye for an eye. Some people will play that. Oh, you try to take me out, I'm taking you out definitely. That's why I said be in control of your emotions and your decisions. Because when you make the wrong, irrash decisions, you're gonna get those. You're gonna get situations like what we just had now. Young boy getting stabbed for no reason, and then another one about to go to jail for no reason. Just being stupid. And that's stupidity right there. And I've always spoke when people attack and do certain things along that nature, that's because they scared. They actually truly scared and they actually just trying to prove something. And that is a real blatant shame, and that's a way again to be downfall, to your own downfall, basically. Some of you've got to start moving a little smoother too. Start moving better. Start thinking better. Stop being around the wrong influences. And see, I can say this again. You have some situations where you could be coming from a good background. You could have both parents in the house and all. But again, somebody going to decide to make a decision that's going to not be beneficial at all. Like I said, I knew a dude out here that he comes from a good background as far as he comes from a great background. Both of his parents work in high positions in high fields where they at. But he decided to go down the route of gangbanging. And his parents ain't even cut from that close. The father is a head surgeon in a hospital, and your mom's is a assistant DA. So basically, you come from a good background, regardless, on either end. And he decided to run down the road of gangbang. And even as much as they tried to keep him away from certain things, even to the point of moving, that boy already had it set in his mind that that's what he was going to do, regardless. And in that notion right there, you have an option to decide if you still going to be bothered or if you're going to let them just find out on their own. And I can say in those instances, for some parents who might have gone through this already, you've done everything you can and your kid still decides to do whatever. The only thing you can do is give it to the higher power because right now it's no longer in your control. Give it to the higher power and pray and hope that your child at least makes some sort of transition or sees the light before time. But you got to keep focusing on life, period. Again, don't give these kids too much leeway and leniency. You could give them some, but not all. And when you give them too much leniency, you'll get what we getting right now. Some of these kids that know they under the age of 18, out and about all hours of the night. Some of these kids don't even be 14. They be out 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Like, why you not home? Why you like? What are you doing? You know? What I'm saying, like, the code of parenting in some situations have been broken. And again, I think that's the saddest thing to think about. You're not being in control of a situation, especially when it's dealing with your offspring. And now your offspring could definitely be either going to jail or be dead, or would possibly have to move away from wherever they at because they can't be somewhere. Court, what's going on, baby? And that's what I'm saying. That is sad though. Like I said, I'll definitely find out what I need to find out though, because nobody was expecting that neither though. Not gonna lie to you. I definitely wasn't expecting to wake up to almost a crime scene, but hey, this is the world that we living in right now. You gotta always be expecting the unexpected. But again, I hope and pray that that boy don't end up succumbing to whatever injuries he might have had from that stabbing. And I would also pray that that boy that did the damn situation get himself together. Commander, what's going on, baby? Telling you, like, this is becoming. That's what I'm saying. This ain't no news story. This ain't nothing. This is actual factuals. Me waking up to half of a crime scene, wondering why the cops is not letting you move past a certain area and you just coming outside. So that should tell you, like, I'm always going to be able to bring you something. Doesn't matter. Again, some of you parents, get it in order, man. The way this world is changing and moving, you're basically selling yourself short and you're selling your kids short. And why should they be sold a fake lemon in a dream when you should be showing them the most important things in life? And again, that situation right there didn't even necessarily have to happen. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I know for a fact the one that got stabbed, he does have something wrong with him. But again, he doesn't bother nobody. He's not a threat to nobody. He's respectful, and he's just by himself. And the other boy, is something slightly wrong with him. Like I said, if you're wearing a hot jacket or a sweater and it's hot as it is right now, and I'm sweating in my t-shirt, something wrong with you too. But then again, apples don't fall far from the trees. See, I believe in that statement because guess what? There have been situations where if the father, the mother, or both parents are junkies or whatever, even if they're not junkies, whether they junkies, whether they just don't care, they irresponsible. It doesn't matter what the cause is, right? The apples won't fall far from the tree. If your parents is showing you how to cook up and do whatever, you gonna end up doing something along those lines. If your parents is showing you how to boost, how to rob and steal, apple ain't gonna fall far from the tree unless you make some sort of change. Time for that. Brandon, I got a question for you. What does that got to do with what I'm talking about right now? I don't have a favorite Looney Tune character. I do like the show all in all and the cartoon all in all. I don't have no favorites or specifics. Just a fan of the show. That's about it. But yet I digress. It's really time to change the direction of things. Yo, Realist, what's going on, my guy? And not even just that situation. There's been multiple situations where it's like it didn't necessarily have to happen. But then again, if the parents are not being in control or not really paying attention to what's going on, their kids could be doing almost anything. Because look, you've had some people who wasn't aware that their kids was out here with the wrong people doing the wrong things and got a rude awakening. And that rude awakening either came by hearing news they didn't want to hear or hearing that call about coming to pick your kid up. You have to be keeping watchful eyes out. Point blank. This is where we start getting back to some sort of normalcy in society. Getting them watchful eyes out again on all accounts. I'm sorry, but that is a disturbing that's a disturbing way to really start your day for some people. Like with me, that's a disturbing way to start my day. I'm wondering why everybody is sitting. I'm still half asleep. Wondering why everybody just sitting there looking crazy and looking lost in the sauce, and then come to find out this is what that was because you was upset about what this person had on their head. What did that have to do with you? You ain't gang banging. And if you think you gang banging, bro, you doing all the wrong things. You doing all the backwood things. Cause I know gangbangers that didn't even move the way that some of y'all moving now. And then some of y'all self-incriminating yourselves doing dumb shit anyway. Excuse me, I'm just saying it like it is, man. Time to start changing that thinking pattern. Because guess what? If you think you bad, there's somebody better. Always expect the unexpected and don't underestimate somebody. Nah, you ain't gotta rewind. I'll tell you right now, Commander. I left out of my building this morning. Hence why I really didn't start the morning live because I was trying to find out what really happened. My building, well, at least the lobby of my building was a half a crime scene. Young boy that just moved in here not too long ago got stabbed in his neck. Don't know if he's in critical or not. The other boy that did it, they literally 2 floors up from each other. That don't make no sense. Y'all never had any type of interactions, not that I've seen. And the one that got stabbed, he already had something wrong with him mentally, but he's cool, cool and respectful. So why would you go after somebody that don't bother nobody? What was you trying to prove there in that instance right there? You just made yourself look crazy. Mookie, what's going on, my guy? Nah, bro, he been in the building. I'm gonna say at least 2 years or so, I believe. But even still, he don't bother nobody. He come out, he chill, he have his little radio, he be chilling. Shoot, he kind of remind me of me, a younger version of me. That's the sad part about it. I'm like, wait a minute, you ain't even bothering nobody. That's the crazy part about it. Like, come on, man. What are you proving? Angela, what's going on, baby? Well, I be saying, parents, be aware of what the hell your kids is doing and what they really getting into. And that home, the boy that did it, man, listen, you already running around here wild crazy. You moving just like how your pops is moving. And at some point, you gonna end up catching the same situation where you either gonna be on the run or you gonna have to just turn yourself in, bro. Like, get it right. And see, and this is what I'm saying. Some of y'all don't think about the responsibilities on any angle in life. Prime example, you want to be out here, whether you in a gang or whether you just rolling with a clique full of people, guess what? Whatever crimes you really get into at some point, they gonna come down on you. Why? Because again, somebody will slip up. If somebody don't slip up, somebody will end up running their mouth. Or you'll end up incriminating yourselves. Why? Because this is what you're doing now, even on here, like social media, incriminating yourselves to the fullest. And then we're quick to say, oh, somebody snitched. No, you did it yourself. If you are recording, again, say this again. If you are recording your own criminal activity, who the hell is the real snitch? I'll wait. Heineken, my guy, what's going on, bro? Nah, Commander, and this the thing though. It didn't even have to happen. You worried about what somebody got on their head. You know they ain't gang banging and doing whatever, and you know this is what they do every day. If nobody else is bothering him or got a problem with him, why you got a problem? Why you ain't trying to focus on yourself and get yourself together? You ain't even finishing school or doing what you supposed to be doing. Y'all here running around really thinking you about that life. You really trying to emulate your pops. And that's the sad part about it when you got people who trying to emulate they family or emulate somebody that they think is all right. So you gonna catch that downfall the same way. Nah, I'm gonna find out what's what, Commander. But that boy again don't bother nobody. From what was said, he just told him to take that off his head, and then the next thing you know, that happened. So even if I didn't, man, listen, you bugging. Too early in the day for the madness. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't be thinking about the consequences. You doing certain things like that. That's essentially you trying to take somebody's life. How you think they gonna take that? Especially if they do have any type of mental health or mental disabilities. Oh no, they gonna be on one now. They gonna be wired and ready to go. Now what happens if you ain't prepared and now that person gets the one up on you? Y'all gotta think. Stop getting too crazy and letting your emotions do everything. Your emotions is the thing that's gonna be your downfall. It will be. And the reason why it will be because again, you doing something to try to prove something to somebody or prove something to the world. Instead of proving that you got brains and you got actual guts to try to make a change in your life that's beneficial. Stop trying to follow what you see on TV and stop trying to follow what you think you see in your hood. Be your own self. Be your own person. You can't sit here and tell me that's not the way to go. Lovelace, what's going on, baby? And at some point, the things you doing, especially if you really are harming people, they do come back. And if it don't come back on you, it comes back to people around you. Again, those karma curses is real. You don't know what could transpire or how things could transpire just by your action. And with that action that just happened today, they don't even know what could transpire or what might transpire. Either which way, it ain't gonna be a good look. Sorry, it's not. No, you good, Lovelace. Listen, my whole situation with that being is like I said, you know, again, it didn't necessarily even have to happen. And what did you gain out of that? Now you could possibly, even if you are seeing that's the thing, both of them is sitting in the ambulance truck, but one is going in and one is might be going into this, might probably get evaluated because it could be something wrong with him. And I believe so. If it is something wrong with him, he's moving around the wrong way, and that's gonna get him hurt. That's crazy, man. But again, this is the day ins and day outs of things that you see and come across. So again, when I bring you something, it's not always going to be from what I see on here or anywhere else. I literally have an observation on what the hell be going on. It don't be too far off from what I be speaking about. People not respecting each other, people not trying to even hear each other out. And too many people just moving emotionally and not trying to think logically at all. It's like I was saying last night. Some people will do the utmost, and then when situations get well out of hand, now you want to either fold up or play victim. You can't do that. I know, Lovelace. Don't come in here with that madness. They ain't gonna put you in the corner. You ain't even coming here with a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Not nothing. See, y'all don't be loving me like that, son. You don't be loving me like that, son. But again, parents start really taking heed and responsibility and accountability for your kids, man. Tanya, what's going on, baby? I already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm messing with you, love. You know what it is. But again, that's something that neither side would want to have to go through. For some parents, you shouldn't have to worry about your child possibly going to jail, especially if that person would lose their life, God forbid. You're not thinking. You don't want to see your youngest going to jail for life because of some BS. Or you don't want to see your child dead because of some BS. You gotta start thinking, man. I ain't messing with you, love. Oh man. Matter of fact, go on the corner, man. I know it's a Foreman grill over there. Hold on. Hold on. I need you to go make me a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Commander, while you over there, I need you to find something too, and don't give me no old folks food. You know what I'm talking about. I need all the good stuff. Let's go. Since y'all want to be in the corner all day. But hopefully everybody is enjoying their Wednesdays. And like I said, that's not the way to start no day neither. I'm sorry. Love, baby, what's going on, baby? Nah, but that's not no way to really start no day on any half. See, this is what I'm saying. When you observe and see what the hell is going on around you, man, listen. You can basically bring any content to the stage. Huh? Oh, come on, man. You ain't even got no beef bacon? Come on. Come on, love. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Trying to be nice with you, love. You gonna put a steak or something on there? I ain't trying to hear that. I don't want no vegan nothing. I don't want no vegan tacos, nothing. Uh-oh. Dude almost crashed his damn truck. All right, all right, all right. You got it. So here's why I be observing a lot of times. That's what sometimes I'm not going to pay attention to the check because I'm trying to pay attention to my surroundings. I done watched somebody almost get hit by a car the other day because he was so tuned into his phone. Bus was coming and almost knocked him into next week. He wouldn't have stopped when he did. It had been over for him. Oh, shoot. Who else popped up in here? Letitia, what's going on, baby? Riaz, what's going on, my guy? Sirius, what's going on, baby? See y'all up in here. Top of the afternoon to everybody. Top of the morning to everybody on the west. And top of the evening to everybody else. Oh, you're in the future, babies. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Should say nappy Thursday, but yeah. Nah, Lovelace, because some people really don't be paying attention. There's been some situations out here, and I beat through all five birds. There's been situations where people damn near lost their life just because they so tuned into what the hell is going on anything, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Get out your phones. Even if you just watching movies, get out your phone. When you know you in the streets, anything can happen. Get out your phone. Be aware of your surroundings. Oh, Lovelace guy, he definitely sit in the corner. I don't want no Don veggie smoothie, man. He was better off telling me he was gonna make a fruit smoothie than I'd have been alright. I don't know. Yeah, serious happy hump day. Come get little Ricky. Little Ricky done shot somebody in his foot. They try to blame me for it. About to say, Tanya, I need you to come get Lil Harold and Lovelace. Man. I told you don't bring no vegan stuff in here, man. Yes, you still in the corner. Talking about some, I can't do no bacon, sir. What you mean? What, you gonna try to tell a full grown man what he want and what he don't want? Man, thought y'all love me, man. Oh man, nah, but I had to put a little laughter on because I'm getting today is just kind of eerie because you don't know what could happen or transpire, and hopefully that boy do be okay because again that's something that nobody should have to worry about. I'm coming out to enjoy myself. I'm coming out to do my normal routine, and I get bothered about somebody even to that point. And again, stop thinking so emotional. See, this is the problem. I'm gonna use this as a prime example. There's times when people that gave me a look and I didn't even bat an eye at it. And I even had my own people like, yo, son, you ain't see that shit, yo, son, why you ain't? I said, for what? I said, oh, I was supposed to really pay that some mind. No, I'm not going by emotion. If that person decided to go by emotion, he going to meet what he going to meet. That's it. Other than that, I'm not picking it. I'm not caring about certain things. But I'm still aware of what's going on. All right, Lovelace, I'll deal with that. I'll deal with that. And it better have the actual pineapples in there. Don't play with me, man. Yeah, Tanya, come get him because he doing too much right now, son. He doing too much. You feel like me right now. See, apples don't fall far from the tree. He out here letting it off. Nah, but come on. I mean, it's obvious. We not gonna do that. You're not gonna say and tell me that that's not the way to move. If it is the way to move, then guess what? You done lost. That whole battle you lost. It's just that simple. And don't encourage my madness because I'm seeing all of y'all in here is what's wrong with y'all, man? See, this is why we talking about y'all don't love me. Don't give me no ideas neither. Lovelace, don't give me no ideas. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to put a few things in. I don't know. Don't get me started, son. Don't get me started. Tanya, you know better to be encouraging my mess. See, all y'all is encouraging the wrong type of madness. You know what? I think today gonna be my last day on the tube. I think I'm gonna retire. I obviously don't love me no more. No, I won't. Definitely won't miss nothing. No, so, oh man. Oh man. Oh man. But that ain't the way to move, man. And that's not the way to conduct your situations neither. Again, stop moving all emotionally. Like at some point, wake up to realization. If I ain't bothering you, you shouldn't even have to worry about nothing. Keep moving, keep pushing, and vice versa. Again, some of y'all allow your emotions to get the best of you, and that's gonna always be your downfall one way. You know, again, think before you do. Is 25 to life really worth it, and you ain't really had to do it? That's a question that should be asked. Yeah, all right, all right. All right. Don't try my patience. Don't test me, son. Oh, I ain't gonna show. They ain't gotta show me nothing. They don't love me no more. I don't go by emotions. I go by logic. I see the logic right now. Y'all don't love me because you're still encouraging the wrong madness. Well, guess what? I'm going somewhere. I'm taking a little YouTube vacation. Let me see what YouTube lands I could vacate and excavate and then make mine. So let's see. Which sector am I gonna be in while I'm on vacation? Don't worry, I'll be supporting all y'all mother suckers. I ain't gonna be doing nothing. It's time for my vacation, mentally and physically. Let me stop playing with you. No, but again, that type of situation should never happen on any board, and it doesn't matter. Like I said, if nobody else is bothering somebody, why would you bother? Especially if you know there's something wrong with them anyway. Why would you go that route? And then again, guess what? You setting yourself up. And if there's already something wrong with you as well, guess what? Now you definitely gonna be sitting in that psych ward for a minute. You're gonna be sitting in that halfway house or that psych house for a minute. And now they're gonna definitely be running observations on you. Again, stop letting your emotions and stop trying to let the things that you've seen be a part of your lifestyle. Serious. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't be serious on that. You trying to live the thug life and you ain't even built for jail. You trying to live a street life and you don't even know the majority of the time it ain't always going to be a sweet look on either angle for you. You want to emulate somebody so badly because you trying to be that person instead of just being your own. And again, this is where some of you parents are going to take that loss. And you're going to have to hold that accountability and responsibility. If you know essentially you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and on either end, you are essentially responsible and accountable for what happens to your kid in the long run. Little Mario, what's going on, my guy? I ain't mess with you, Lovelace. So I told you go sit in the corner, son. And make sure all my tacos got chicken. Just chicken. No, but I'm saying, you trying to live up to an expectation that you're clearly not prepared for. And again, some of you parents have to be mindful of the positions that you put yourself in when you do have kids. If you was already living a specific life and now you got kids, you got to change it for the better because they are going to follow you one way or another. And if you definitely ain't good with trying to keep certain things away from them, they definitely going to follow what they don't. They going to follow everything you don't. Or if they start realizing why you and the wife or the baby mother is arguing, so on and so forth, they gonna know why. Because you move in a specific way and then you put not just yourself, but the family in danger. Mama Bird, what's going on, baby? There gotta be a balance. I'm sorry, but there needs to be a balance. You can't sit here and say you feel comfortable and that you feel good, not watching or having watchful eyes out on your kids. Because in the long run, your kids, when they end up going through those specific cycles they shouldn't necessarily have to, again, you're going to be left holding the boat because you should have been doing better than what you're doing. All right, but what you want me to say? Again, it's time to change the course and change the course of history by just bringing back the standards we need. Again, y'all gotta start being accountable for your actions, even when it comes to your kids. And if you're not, you need to be held accountable for not doing something. Just like I was saying last night in one of the stories about the child was literally stealing in front of the security guard, the head security guard on top of that, and the mother just looking at it and not doing nothing. Like, so what are we gonna do here? You gonna allow your child to make and do everything they ain't supposed to be doing, or you gonna check that? And I believe if you check it, you gotta check it the right way and check it while they are young. Because if not, when they start getting older and they start moving and stuff, they're gonna be moving like that in the streets. Crazy, man. I'm saying it's just is the life is too short for you not to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. Period. Time to end that notion that you it's crazy. I don't know. I don't, but the people that already beat me to the punch, Lovelace. You have some people that come out in the morning and they feed them. That's why I said when you always hear them, it don't matter. Even the pigeons, you hear them suckers, they be feeding off of whatever be left around. If it's not breadcrumbs, people moving crazy, leaving food everywhere, so on and so forth. They be eating. They be eating. Trust me. But you got some people that come out and feed them breadcrumbs early in the day. But everything else they get because you got people that just move all crazy. They move like they don't got a home of their own. So you'll always have certain spots where you feel it should be the cleanest. Nah, it's not. Especially in everybody just not caring. Oh, they're gonna have to do this in the morning anyway. So, it's time to really get your situations in line. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to find me some shade, man. Cause where I was at, yeah, sun out crazy. But all in all, though, it's crazy how you're not trying to check that. And again, some people are gonna have to be held accountable. You got your kids out here moving wacky, you moving wacky. You all need to be held accountable for all your actions, one way or another. And that right there will set an example, but also let the people of society know that it's just some things people should not have to tolerate. I think that's something y'all should be thinking about because certain states they already doing that. You ain't getting in control of your kids and you ain't trying to even discipline. Oh, then you going down too. So whatever they do, it's gonna fall back on you at the end of the day. Time to wake up. Time to have them watchful eyes like you're supposed to. Not just on you, but everything around you. I think that's the real crazy part about it. I don't know how that situation is going to turn out, but I'll definitely let y'all know later on. Definitely. Um, yeah, that's not the way to really be getting starting your day off. But I forgot when it comes to just sheer evil or just sheer hate, a lot of times they don't have no time frame. They just do it. Not for home. Awful. Oh yeah, my bad, y'all. I'm trying to turn my screensaver up too. Hold on. They keep trying to go there and I can't see nothing. Trying to make sure I ain't miss nobody coming in this mother. All right, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I can see a little better. Uh, yeah, it is. It's blazing buffalo smoke outside. You'd be surprised who's smoking in this heat. It's me, baby. No, but again, be mindful of the not just the company you keep. Just be mindful of your surroundings, no matter where you at. Cause yeah, we know some people ain't coming from the best of backgrounds. I can understand that to some degree. But even some people in the community should have an open eye out for those who actually have potential to be something, to do something. But I'm saying that don't really stop me from doing what I'm doing, Commander, baby. I just gotta move from the spot I was at. It was shade over there. I don't like being too in the sun either. I could deal with heat. Could deal with a little bit of everything. I'm used to all full season. Period. I can adapt to anything almost without no issue. Last time I traveled, I think I was in Philly. Yep, I went to Philly. I went to go not so much as for a funeral, but I went to go check some family I haven't seen since they left the city. So when I do travel, I travel. But I'm a plantation body, so it ain't too much traveling I be doing. And even if I think to travel, it'd be the issue of me not coming back. Damn, I'm stuck. Damn, I knew I shouldn't have made that left turn at Albuquerque. Yo, man, listen. I know I'm supposed to be working today. I might be there tomorrow sometime. Trying to get a ride back. Yeah, I traveled everywhere, Lovelace. Everywhere, including the corner store. Nah, last time I was out and about, I was in Philly. Like I said, I got family down there. And I also went for a funeral. Uh, it was one of the, I was surprised one of those cousins actually made it to 108. So, it was a rare one. Because I'm not going to lie, I got a family big on both sides. So it's hard to keep up with some of them. But I thought that cousin in particular had been passed until I found out I was like, oh, he said, yep, 108. See, some people are making it even past 100. It could be possible. And again, it is up to you though. And to make the best choices and just try to live life accordingly and try to keep certain stresses under wraps. That's really about it. I appreciate you, Lovelace, but that was a couple years ago. That was well before the pandemic started. Well before it was even thought about. So, but like I was saying, when I do travel, I get out, I do what I do. I think again that's the saddest thing in the world right now to see is that some people life. You got much to offer one way or another. You just gotta find out what you can offer and just put your best foot to. Might not want to hear it, but it's true. Stop letting them feed you that notion that things can't change. And again, it does take a strong family structure to make sure that the people understand things can be changed. Pardon me for the loud trucks. So it is what it is. Welcome to New York City. And again, what's more important? Value, life value. I'm sorry. That's crazy. They digging up the sidewalk like that. Got this sidewalk half small right now. It is what it is, though. But what's more important, life value and structure or reputation? And for some, they'll say it's reputation. But if you're going to say reputation, it should be the right reputation. Let you have a reputation for actually being true to yourself, true to the people, helping the people one way or another, and just uplifting and building. And that is the truth right there. Let you have a reputation for just standing on principles and standing on what you need to stand on. Let you have a reputation for just being a fixture one way or another in your community or around your family. Shouldn't take much to even think about that. Stop trying to prove that this is what you're gonna be and how you're gonna live life forever. Because at some point, I'm gonna be honest with you, some of you quote unquote hustlers don't stay hustling forever. Some of y'all will actually wake up and realize you wasting more time on the corners and taking more time away from your precious life than you are actually gaining something. Sad notion. Some people are gonna be hustlers forever because they don't know nothing else outside of that. Wasn't taught nothing and don't want to be taught nothing. The ones that are actually making those moves now, they actually doing legit things. So again, in the same instance, it is really just about what you choose in life. And even down to you parents, what do you choose in life? Safety and the well-being of your kids, or you just keep face value and play victim when it's later said and done. Choice is really yours, though. And again, I would expect some of y'all to at least give a better blueprint. No matter how you move it, you don't necessarily have to move a specific way to shake the crowd. Just be yourself, and that's the problem. You don't know how to be yourselves. You want to be something that you're not, or you really feel that that's the way you want to move, and you don't care who say what about it. And again, that will be your downfall because again, that's more of an emotional tactic. I know I got an opportunity to definitely change my ways and make something grand happen. I'm gonna do so. Sorry, like it's time to really change the course for the future. And you parents are gonna have to be more fixtures than anything. Get it together. Situations like what I just spoke about earlier wouldn't happen if some of y'all would really get in tune with your kids and see what's going on. Now again, that situation can end up being even more critical and dire depending on what's what. Bugged out. Cutthroat, what's going on, my guy? You already know, Lovelace. You know what it is. It's really all it is. Don't talk to me, son. Don't talk to me, son. You got me. You got yourself in trouble. See. My bad, y'all. Again, you got to come to some sort of conclusion, and that conclusion should be: do I really want my kids in the early grave? Do I want my kids arrested for life, or do I want my kids to do something better, more beneficial? I'm gonna keep repeating that because it's the truth. Can't say what I'm saying is wrong either. It's not far off. Time for critical thinking. How you doing? It's time for critical thinking. If you're not thinking well beyond yourself, especially if you got kids, yeah, $1. Hold on. Oh, you see, had to be, had to be sure. Come on, son. Come on, bro. You already. I was lucky because I ain't forgot if I had. I'm over here baked as a motherfucker. I forgot if I had singles or not. You already know, bro. See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, at some point, you got to start taking more accountability. It's necessary. No doubt, Mama Bird, appreciate you, baby. I ain't gonna be on here too crazy neither. I had to chop it up with y'all. I just couldn't do it this morning because I was baffled behind all of that. Like, wait a minute, this early in the day and you already got madness and drama, but I forgot in the city that never sleeps, it's always something that's gonna be creeping around every corner. So, but again, you will hope that things change for the better and not for the worse. I feel that's a general problem right now, and I might be bringing that again tonight. Yeah, you gotta think. Again, life is too short for the madness, and if you ain't on board with what's going on, then you're gonna always be stuck holding the ball, man. Again, it's time to wake up and grow up for real. Parents, start getting more in tune with your kids. Start having watchful eyes out on your kids. Start making sure that they are following the protocols of living. At this point, it's only gonna be a matter of time before one of your offspring end up catching all sorts of hell. Really is something to think about, though. But again, just wake up and realize that there's some things you just gonna have to be better on. And in order to make better movements and better changes, especially around the people that you love, gotta uplift. And again, each one teach one. And you need to start teaching these kids that there's better ways to deal with any type of stress and aggression, just like you would. Again, teach them better and show them better. And you ain't gotta worry about much. The most you should have to ever worry about is just the safety and the well being of as far as just making sure they learn something. Again, make sure they don't become a victim of casualty in circumstance. It's really all I can tell y'all today. And again, that necessarily didn't even have to happen. Time to set the trajectory the way you're supposed to set it. And if you're not realizing that, you're not realizing too much of anything. And it's going to be sad when your kid suffers or your family suffers because of the actions being made. Saying what's more important? You gotta ask that question, like, what is more important? What's more important? You know, do you really want your kids to suffer a tragic fate just because they want to make a tragic mistake? Nah. Do you really want to be left holding that ball? Do you really want to be feeling like a part of you was gone for the rest of your life? No. Get it together. Your kids are blessings, whether you believe that or not. And your kids are supposed to be the future blessings, again, whether you believe that or not. They do have an opportunity to live and grow same way we have opportunity to live and grow. If you ain't showing them anything outside of just street life or just showing them nothing but negative, you doing nothing but negative around them, they ain't gonna be inspired to be much of anything. And again, when they don't become anything, even if they could be the ones to break the cycle and bring prosperity to the family, whose fault is that? Essentially, that mistake and that consequence becomes yours. So you have to live up to that. Sad, but it's true. But again, I think it's really about time to elevate the minds of the youth and even start elevating the people that need elevation right now. Because some people are feeling down because they are depressed. But, you know, again, there's just some things you're not going to be able to play professional victim on. At some point, you have to get in control of your mental state, your emotional state, and you got to be able to think clearly and move clearly. That's really about it. Wasn't going to hold everybody all afternoon because I still got a few things I got to take care of before work. Oh, and apologies for not bringing the music yesterday. Like I said, they wasn't trying to hear that sleep stuff, but I got y'all today though, definitely. And if I do the open panel, it might be a little later than expected because apparently when I go into work tonight, I'm not coming home until actually late tomorrow morning. So yeah, your boy got stuck for 11 hours, but it is what it is. Um, and again, shout outs to everybody who just got monetized recently, partially monetized on the way to do so. Wasn't going to end this live, but I feel like I'm going to get a copyright. So let me just get myself together, y'all. I'll definitely be back with the music on the backup. And tomorrow, definitely, I think I got something else in the works. Let me see how I feel. You know, but that's what I'm saying, though. Just be mindful. My bad. Just be mindful of things you present and the things that you're supposed to be bringing to the world because, like I said, at some point, people end up suffering. And again, if you're not going to be accountable for what's going on with your kids or what's going on with you as a whole, then you're going to be held accountable at some point by the community itself. And the right people are going to build and come together and start changing the way society actually works. So, but I'll definitely be back this afternoon with the music. And like I said, if I do the open panel tonight, it could be a little late. So, but
I said thank
you
you.
know, but nonetheless, you know, we're gonna definitely be back. And hopefully somebody did get something out of this message today. Again, get in control of your emotions, get in control of your kids' emotions before it's too late. And shout outs to all the members of the Eulogy family. Appreciate y'all for popping in yesterday in the morning section. And you know, like I said, I got some more things along the way. So, you know, we definitely gonna be building and we also gonna be cooking. So one thing, like I said, I'm gonna just keep doing is bringing what's necessary to the forefront. And not everything is going to be a news story. Sometimes it's going to be an actual story because I'm still out and about. I'm still out in real time observing everything. So for those who know, you know. But I'll definitely be back on the backup. And if y'all haven't done so, but I think y'all already did, definitely make sure y'all showing each other some love and sub up to all the real ones. And shout outs to everybody that's not in the chat right now, but y'all already know. You know, continue building and building different roads and different bridges that's going to change the course of history and eventually bring back that structure that we need. So, but y'all definitely enjoy your afternoons, your mornings, and your evenings. And go finish running around and doing what I got to do. And I'll definitely be back with the music and tonight open panel. Y'all more than welcome. Even if y'all got something to bring to it, we in here. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance today, y'all already know that love is love and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I have to do is give you real. That's all I'm going to do is give you real topics and real builds. I said I'm going to probably do something different on this hump day shenanigans. Yeah, I'm going to do something a little different. Get your dance shoes ready for real. You definitely going down today. So, but y'all enjoy yourselves. Stay safe. Keep that third eye open. And until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.